So this is going to be a quick video on how to win every single game of Operation Locker as long as you've got a 4-man fire squad. I guarantee 10 out of 10 times you'll win the game. So at the start of the game you want to run along the snow flank on the right hand side, and I'm working in a 4-man fire squad with 3 medics and 1 support guy. The only reason we've got a support guy is for claymore and ammunition. Now we run straight along here for the reason that there's usually the least amount of people, and you can flank round straight to Echo. Now, Echo is your goal here. Now, it doesn't matter about any other bases as long as you can take Echo, because when you take Echo, all the enemy will pull back and try and attack it, right? Now, there'll only be like a couple of guys at the start, and then you kill them, and then they'll bring their mates, and more will come. Now, my squad always run to the top of this hill, and this technique right here is absolutely crucial. You deploy smoke grenades to cover your squad and move outside the map. Have a listen.
Right, okay, I'm gonna throw one more, hold up. Alright, go. Seems relatively...
Right, now we're actually quite lucky right now because there isn't too many enemies on the Echo lane on the snow side here, but usually there will, as everybody knows, there's always going to be guys going right along there, but if you do this technique and jump outside of the map, you will always, like nearly always, never be noticed, and you'll always be able to get up right behind them. But the technique here is to sprint like a bitch. Don't turn around, don't shoot any of the enemy targets, just keep running. Okay, now as soon as you get up to the top hill here, make sure your squad is clearing the corners of this room. Now you see we'll all stop sprinting when we get round here because we're all just checking, having a look around. Now make sure you destroy your explosive barrels so that you know that you're not going to get a surprise later. We usually set up an ammo dump in the top left corner, so we just deploy our health and ammo boxes up there for each other to use. Now we've got this pre-arranged, right? We've got one guy with the support weapon who watches the enemy spawn because there's going to be the most amount of enemies coming that way. We've got one guy with a shotgun watching the corridor, myself watching the snow area of the map right there. And we've got one guy who comes around and helps me for just exactly where I'm standing there to watch Delta side. Now that's literally all the ways the enemy can come in here. 4 guys, 4 entrances, and as long as you've got communications and you've got comms, you'll be absolutely fine. You can call out targets one by one. Now we've had games where we've only had like 2 or 3 deaths for the entire thing because every target that appears underneath us we engage together as a group. Okay, and almost I swear to God, we never bleed out. Like, we almost never bleed out. As long as we've got our medics, we'll just keep reviving each other and we'll keep the team up. And, like, just have a look at that kill feed on the top right corner. We've always got guys just chipping away, getting kills constantly. Now, the longer you stay in Echo, the more bases your friendlies will take. Now, have a look at the bottom left corner there, at those bases. Look at that. Because friendlies are spawning at Echo, they're moving back, they're taking Foxtrot, they're taking Delta, they're just moving all the way back up the map. Now, the enemy have got Alpha and Bravo, but it doesn't matter, because Alpha cannot be defended the same way this place can. Now, I'm shooting over Kyle's head here, covering him, and he's just moving in to engage them straight away. And that's exactly how it works, man. You just call it out, and everybody who's together in groups engages a target. Now, this technique, I swear, will always win you the match. It will, like, there's no way to break it whatsoever. Now, the most damage we've ever had before is when a squad of shotgunners all charged us at once. But we were lucky, one of our guys was running recon and had a spawn beacon down around the corner, so that's another option you might want to play. But I would definitely say try and get a few friends together and do this technique. I swear, it's so good for your points.